Live from Beach Bend Raceway in Bowling Green, Kentucky, it is Line Locked Podcast with our special guest today, Mike Bilina. Is that right, Mike?
Yes, sir.
Or Buble.
Buble.
We've talked about you several times, actually.
Okay.
And I kept screwing it up and calling you Buble because I didn't know how to say it. Do you get that a lot?
A little bit, yes.
All right. So how everybody knows this young gentleman? I call you young. I'm not sure how old you are. I like it.
I'm going to be 70 pretty damn
That's
soon.
young.
Yeah.
He has, was it 56?
56 Chevy.
56 green Chevy that does the most impressive wheel stands.
Oh, yeah.
For a good distance. And we've been, actually, I don't know what the first year you came down here, but I think I was here that year. And you were running, I think it was hot rodded.
I was running that gasser class, like I think it was E-gas or something like that.
So you were in with us at the NDRL stuff.
Right.
Yeah. So you were in E-gas. Everybody was scared shitless to line up against you.
People wouldn't want to race me.
Yeah.
I says, just give me a chance. Don't, set yourself in the lights yet. Just give me a break. I want to do couple of little things.
Yeah.
Get the crowd going in.
Everybody was scared shitless. They're like, they would wait for you to go and then wait 10 minutes.
I told everybody, listen, I'm going to let you guys go first. I'm going to wait till you get gone. Then I'm going to fund it.
Yeah.
All right. So let's quickly talk about you as a person, because I think it's kind of interesting who you are, for one. Because when I was told that you talk about your job and all that stuff, I was like, man, that's cool as hell. Because I've never met that was a cool guy, right? So let's tell everybody about who you are. Where'd you come from? Cotton Eye Joe.
I've been born in Chicago, grew up in Chicago, and went through their public education and ended up being a Chicago copper for 27 years.
So their public education, that's all that they could produce was a cop.
That's it. I mean,
Yeah, well, they always say if you can't pass the fire exam, you become a cop. Is that true?
That's what they say. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
For all of you that don't know, I'm a fireman and he's a cop. There'll be plenty of those jokes.
Yeah.
All right, so you're a cop, and I don't know why that made the whole atmosphere of what you're doing better, but it just something was cool about a cop doing something like that, you know, dangerous and all that stuff. So your first year, you were with gas with us, and nobody wanted to run you because you did wheel stands probably at least to the 60, sometimes 100 foot. About how far do you go?
Almost an eighth mile.
Yeah. And you're still running low 10s, high 9s, right?
Yes, sir.
Wow, that is amazing.
Yeah.
So what kind of horsepower you got going? What are you doing?
Right now, it's a 555 Chevy motor, and it's dynoed at like 10-ish.
That's a good amount. Yeah,
I mean,
you could run 9 flat with that, damn near.
Right, if I had ran on 4 tires, but that's no fun.
What was there a decision ever made by you? First of all, I don't know if we've talked about this on the podcast yet. We are in front of a live audience here, so if you hear everybody drinking beer and whatnot, that's exactly what's going on. But what made you decide that wheel stands are for me?
I mean, I thought it was the coolest thing back then. When I bought the car 30-something years ago, I took it out to the track, and it was doing little wheelies like a foot high or something like that. That's pretty cool. I said, you know what? I want to be the baddest motherfucker out there with those wheelies,
Well, you're doing that.
So I had a small block. It started. We started feeding it a bunch of nitrous, and at Union Grove, back in I forgot what years, like in mid '80s or so, was my first pass monster wheel stand. I shot the shit out of it right off the line with the nitrous, and the car went straight up in the air, scared the shit out of me. My first wheel stand. I thought, oh, man, am I going to look stupid flipping over?
No, you drag bumper.
Yeah, I dragged that bumper. There's a lot of racetrack on that bumper.
What size tire in the rear?
It's a 1050.
Yeah.
On a 6-inch rim.
I don't know how you do it.
I mean, the car is exactly how I bought it. It was built in 1965, and it's got leather bar suspension. It's got no floaters. People say that doesn't work. It doesn't bite that way. I mean, I think it bites pretty freaking good.
Yeah, do you put ballast in the back to help?
None at all.
None.
Wow.
I had a hard time getting a 10.5 to hit traction for me at all. And now he's over here doing wheel stands at the 8th mile. So I know you went to the gas class. You were there at least 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
Before, I'm not sure what happened, if they just told you can't run with us no more. Is there a story there?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of funny. I listened, to like the couple days after, you watch it on YouTube, the channel, and
Yeah.
the announcer was going, "Well, here we go again with the Mike Bilina show. He's up at the line again.
Yeah.
You watch him, this guy's, and somebody ended up running up to the tower and telling him, you got to look at this guy. He's got to be on drugs or something. His eyes are, this guy shouldn't be out there, So they called me up to the tower.
Yeah.
I figure, they're going to say, hey, you're doing a great job.
Yeah. You're going up there to get congratulations.
Right. And they says, you got to freaking take it easy, okay?
So what'd that conversation sound like? Because you were up there, you were smiling.
Right.
You thought.
I walk up there, I figured they're going to give me money or something. Come back. He says, you got to fucking slow it down, okay?
Slow it down.
I mean, people don't want to race with you. You're an animal.
Yeah, you are. You're 100%. There is no let off.
There is none at all.
So I assume that at that point there was a conversation that said, hey, let's just make you an exhibition run.
I still did gas for a couple more years after that. And then I seen it was exhibition. You get them. I said, there was like 4 cars in exhibition. I said, that's for me. I just want to. I don't want to wait in line with 60 cars.
Yeah.
So they treat me like a king. I go up to the line, do my shit.
Oh, and they announce the hell out of it about to happen, and you're a crowd favorite.
I tried to.
100% crowd favorite.
I tried to.
You are
hear it right
all
now.
over. You are all over the internet too. Every time I Google, 55 Chevy, 56 Chevy, Tri-5, whatever, or Bowling Green, you are all over
100%.
it. Your picture comes up every time.
Yeah.
And
How does that make you feel?
Good.
It has to, right?
Yeah. I mean,
it's the best.
It is. I feel kind of popular.
Yeah, that's cool.
do you ever do body work on your car at all?
Yes, I do. Every
I
time.
heard you wax it all the time.
Like the first couple of years, my straight axle wasn't. I mean, it was original straight axle, but the shocks were real small. They were like stock shocks made by Chapman Automotive back in the '60s. A little spring on there, and every time I bounce off there and come down hard, it would land and catch the steering box, and it would shear all the gears in the steering box. So I had no steering going on a freaking racetrack.
You let Jesus take the wheel at that
That's
point.
it. I just take it away, and I've hit the wall maybe once or twice.
Judging by the car, a few.
Probably a few, yes.
Yeah, and you fixed all of them.
I've never, it was never hit bad enough to hurt anything.
Yeah, you still open the door. It's good.
Right. It's, one time I ended up against the wall. I couldn't get out of the frickin' car, so I'm looking, oh man, my stupid sitting here, Somebody help me get out of this damn thing.
Yeah.
But
so let me ask you, because I know there's been some people have asked me, because we've talked about you and all that. Do you have to have a special straight axle to handle that, coming down that hard? Have you bent an axle yet?
Yes.
So who do you go to for your axles?
Jameson Fabrication. He's in Michigan.
Okay.
Really great guy. Really knows what he's doing. And the secret is the oversized shocks with the big springs.
Okay.
It takes all the
It slows that whole thing down, so
Right.
you're not hitting as hard.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. So what other type of stuff is affected by doing those massive wheelies? Like, is there any other parts that you continually have to replace? Like
trunk latches, door latches,
underwear?
Well, I don't wear underwear, so.
Now a word from our sponsor. Here we go.
What is the sponsor?
Yeah.
Like the Duluth Trading Company.
That's it, They offered me a contract. I said, no, thanks.
They can't handle it. So what kind of small stuff that we wouldn't think about, because we don't do big wheel stands? I'm pissed if I go more than 2 inches off the ground. I don't want any going up is not going forward.
Right.
So what you're doing isn't trying to be competitive. You're
Right.
just trying to have a good time, right?
Nobody cares really how fast you go, because everybody can go. You go 10 seconds, 9 seconds.
I guarantee you, when you do your launch, once you land and you're going down the track, all the people that are watching it, they're turning to their friend and say, "Did you see that?"
Yeah.
They don't care what's on the scoreboard.
Right. I mean, it's still pretty impressive running low 10s.
That's what I was saying. It's like, that is really impressive that you could run that fast.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, you need that much horsepower to do it.
It usually knocks the rear tires off the ground and the motor buzzes. So
Yeah.
and it's kind of weird. So if you leave with just one rear tire off the ground, then you just make the big turn. So if you can get both tires coming off the ground, then
That's
you're good.
perfect. Yeah.
Then you're perfect.
Yeah, I hear you. So again, what small parts? Anything breaks that you have to? Do you keep a bunch of them in spares in the trailer?
Nothing.
Nothing.
All I do is bring chicken and steak, and we cook the shit. I spend more time preparing food for this weekend than I do working on the car.
Yeah.
I change oil, and I change spark plugs once a year. And first start.
Yeah, I understand.
I don't even open the hood of the car.
You probably bring coloring books, being you're a cop, right? I mean,
yeah, because
that's what you do in the evenings.
We're not that intelligent, right? We're not like firemen, you know what I mean? You know, I mean, we can't sleep in a freaking bed all day. And then slide down a little pole.
Hang on, we're an insurance policy, so it's all you're just paying us to make sure we're there and available.
Oh, okay. And we're just there just to get sued, right?
No, you're there to make the public upset.
Absolutely, and we do. We try to. You know?
All right, back to the car. I have been fascinated with it forever just because, the car is a nice car. It was a nice car.
I got pictures of it when I first got it.
It was really nice.
It's not bad looking.
The first time I saw it, that's a really nice car. And then I think your first or second year that you were doing it was when you hit the wall pretty decent. And I was like, man, that sucks. And then it was cool to see you come back the next year. Didn't fix a thing. You just made it go straight again. We're doing it again.
The best is when you hit the wall and you stay into it, and you still hit the guy next to you.
So we had Brian Todd as a friend of ours. He did a wheel stand comparable to what you do in a Model A. Cost him $6,000 to come back to the track. He got one pass in. He was done.
Yeah.
He didn't have the wheelie bars, and which you do not run either.
No, I broke them.
Imagine that.
There's remnants of them still on there.
How afraid are you about just flipping backwards? Is it possible?
No, I don't think it's possible because my quarter panels are so bent up now underneath the quarter. I mean,
is there anything between like on the bottom side that's kind of like it would be a skid plate or something?
No. The first one was I rolled on the gas filter. The wheel stand was grinding the gas filter. So if I would have stayed in another half a second, I'd been a fireball going down.
Oh, yeah. Which would also been cool.
Right. I would have been a great shot.
Have you thought about flamethrowers as you're doing the wheelie?
Flamethrowers. No, we thought about throwing a body in the back of the truck. And
have it come out?
Falls out on the truck.
That would be good. That would be,
A lot of people say, wrap up something, looks like a body.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. All right, Mike. Is there any really cool stories you got? I know you see. I've seen not only from here. I've seen videos. You come down for the Tri-Fi Nationals.
Yes.
And I know I've seen videos from other tracks that you've been to. Is there any cool stories that you have about anything that's interesting? I have a hard time asking a cop to remember anything because every time in court, I do not remember. But
right, and we just get paid and leave. That's all it is. Right? I don't remember. Can I go home now? Yeah, go home.
Is there anything? Any cool stories?
No, nothing I can think of right now. I mean, I appreciate the time you guys give me.
100%. Talk about your crew because I know you've got a few guys that help you out.
I've got my whole family. Every time we come out here, we've got 12 to 15 of my grandkids, kids, and everybody. I mean, that's my pit crew.
Yeah.
And my cooks and everything else.
Yeah, it takes a whole village. And this is a pretty good drive because you live far north. I don't know if you want to disclose where you're at, but it's probably it's probably almost 10 hours. 8 hours.
6.5 hours.
Oh, that's not bad.
I mean, that's the tops I travel.
Yeah.
I mean, my ass hurts after 6.5
hours. 100%. Yeah. The other cool thing I liked is I think your RV's from like the 60s or something.
I bought that probably 7 years. I never washed it yet. So. I mean. Why wash it?
It's just going to get dirty again. I mean, it's the same principle of why make your bed. You're just going to...
Right. Why change your underwear?
It's just going to get dirty.
Right. You're absolutely right.
I get it. So do you have any special thanks? Do you have a sponsorship or anything you'd like to shout out?
No, just my family. They're my biggest sponsor.
Yeah, I got you.
Any of you guys out there have any questions for him?
What are you drinking there, Mike?
There we go.
A little vodka today.
Hey, who's your hero?
Who is your hero? Do you have anybody you looked up to in drag racing and stuff? Because obviously you don't build a car like that and then not have some kind of spiritual inspiration. Do you have anybody? Like, do you have family or something? Or dad?
No. I was like the first. I used to steal my dad's car when I was 14 years old. I'd push it out of the garage.
Yeah, you're thinking, man, it would be cool to be able to do a wheelie in this thing.
Flip the air cleaner out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You get an extra 10 horse right there.
Right.
Yeah, I get it. So nothing like that, huh?
No.
All right. Well, man, anybody else got any questions?
No, everybody's like, no, we know this guy.
We know this guy. We don't want to
I've
ask any
got some
questions.
great apple pie moonshine too. I'll bring it.
Okay, we can take a
Oh,
look
that
at
sounds like a deal.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this too. The guy that you race normally, it's got the fish on the side.
Oh, the Barracuda,
Is he,
yeah.
yeah, is he here?
No, he's not here because they eliminated the exhibition class.
What are you racing then?
So my friend,
You racing gas again?
no. My friends from Straight Axle Mafia took
Yeah.
me in.
Oh, they're letting you run with them?
Anybody here from Straight Axle Mafia or no?
We got a few of them.
Okay, you guys graciously, invited me to come race with them.
Yeah.
and I got
You're gonna do it.
I got a few takers that want to race me, so this
Okay.
is gonna be great.
Are you gonna be competitive, or are you just doing an expedition?
I'm gonna be competitive to run the bumper an eighth of a mile.
Okay, so that's your goal.
That's my goal.
And then what is your index? They got quarter second indexes in the eighth.
I don't know, 650-ish, I think.
That's very reasonable.
Right.
Yeah, 650, 640.
Yeah, something.
All right, we're looking forward to seeing.
Shane's got a bounty on his head.
Does he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, I tell you. Hey,
Yeah, shit.
hey, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna do this. If you get paired with him first round,
No, I got it.
You got
no.
it?
If you get paired with him first round, if he beats you, I'm giving him 50. I'm doubling it for him.
I'll give you 25, and we got a deal.
You both made $25. I guess that's cop math.
That's it. A little bit smarter than a fireman.
what it is. It's extortion. You've had a lot of.
Right. I mean, I don't.
I think it was a cop bribe, is what that was.
It's just insurance.
I get it. It's smart.
Right. Everybody wins.
Yeah,
Except you.
100%. Yeah. No, I still win because I get to get Shane get all pissed off at the finish line. All right, so let's end this one. This has been I appreciate you coming on. You're an amazing person because you're cool as hell. But what you're doing on the track really puts up big smiles on a lot of kids' faces.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
And that is the next generation of the sport. Without that type of stuff, when you're being really competitive like we're doing, it doesn't look as cool. It doesn't. And we need guys like you that have more money than sense.
It's all about the show. That's what's written on the
Yeah,
front of the car.
that's the best part. I need to go over and get some good pictures for this podcast.
yeah,
We'll
for
try to
sure.
get a video of the car too and all that. Put it on here. But
All right.
again, we appreciate you coming on.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Everybody give Mike a big round of applause. This guy's great for us.
Thank you so much.
All
Thank
right,
you,
we're
guys.
out. We're line locked. Catch us next time.